try to stop me now.
Welcome back to the Team Turner YouTube channel. Here we are again, working on the V70R. We've got so many big things fixed, the coilovers, the suspension, engine maintenance, gaskets, all sorts of cool stuff. So now we're getting on to some of the smaller things, rattles, creaks, little issues that just are more of a bother than anything else. So let's get on with it. One of the things I noticed at the end of last year is that there's a rattle or a creak coming from somewhere up in this corner of the car. Now, I originally chalked it up to be in the coilovers. We replaced coilovers and did some suspension work, and that didn't fix it. So, dug a little bit deeper, and I've noticed an issue on both sides. Now, these are the hood latches. There's one on each side, and they bolt to the side of the frame right here. What I've noticed is on this side, it's actually torn right here. The metal is torn, and when I push on it, it makes that creak. That's the sound I was hearing, and I'm pretty sure it'll do it on this side too. Well, it's quieter, but you can see when I push down on it and up, that moves. That's not ideal. That holds the hood down and is going to be a structural issue. I'm going to fire up the old welder, and I'm going to fix that. Now, the first thing you want to do when you're welding on a car is disconnect the battery. There are people that are like, you know, you only need to disconnect one of the terminals, maybe just the positive, just the negative. I'm going to be completely honest. I just do both because having to track down some sort of electrical problem unnecessarily, it's just not what I want to be doing. So we're going to pull both of these off. We'll prop them up out of the way and just get them completely off the battery. So we got no power at all now. Now we can weld on the car and it won't be an issue. Now, to prepare this area, because I really don't want to do any repainting, I'm just going to touch this up with some black paint that I can dab on there once it's done. So I am going to put some masking tape on this area. And, you know, obviously, you know, weld could melt through the tape or whatever, but it's going to deflect any splatter. It's going to help just kind of keep it as nice as I can keep it with, you know, cause minimal damage, if anything. It's not going to take much to stitch this back together. So I'm just going to try to kind of just cover up what I can there. That's probably good enough. Now, the other thing I want to do is I need to pull this up so that it pulls it tight when you weld it. So I'm just going to find something I can wedge up underneath there to help hold it. Maybe I'll just clamp it. I don't know if I can get a clamp. All right, I couldn't find a clamp that worked like I wanted it to, so I'm just going to use this big screwdriver as a pry bar. Put a little tension there when I tack it, and you can see it closes that crack up. First, though, before you weld anything, you've got to kind of clean that metal up and get the paint off of it. All right, while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and put them battery terminals back on. Since we're on the topic of creaks and rattles and things like that, I'm going to throw in a little bit of a bonus. This is just an annoyance on most Volvo P80 wagons that I've ever dealt with or had or been in. This little plastic cover on the back seats covers the release button to flip them down. It always just gets brittle and cracks and rattles, and for some reason just makes all sorts of noise. Plus the seatbelt will get bound up in it, and it's just kind of a nuisance. They're hard to find. They don't make them new anymore. So if you're at the junkyard and you find good ones, they are worth getting. Just be very careful because they'll probably break when you pull them off, especially the pins. The pins get nasty and just super brittle. You can't get them out. So luckily I have a spare. Sorry about the camera angle. I have it pointed down. I forgot I flipped the seat up a little bit to do this. But it goes on just like the old one. Goes around the seat belt, sits on the little metal release rod and everything. Make sure it lines up. I like to test it before I put any pins in it, just shove my thumb in it, make sure everything works like it should, and away you go. So these pins are probably from a Toyota that I parted out or something. I don't know. I have a bin of spare pins, as anybody that works on old cars should. So simply put it back together, and there you go. It's one less rattle, one less annoyance while you're driving. And if you know anything about these old Volvos, they do rattle a lot. So if you can get rid of one thing at a time and just make it a little bit quieter, a little bit nicer experience, way to go. On to my least favorite thing in the world, letting somebody else drive the car. Luckily, though, I do have a lifetime alignment on this thing at Firestone that has more than paid for itself over the last decade that I've had it. I am super happy to just have all the wheels point in the right direction. Next, it was off to my buddy Jeremy's house to get some new tires put on these 17-inch Volvo Comet wheels. I've been lucky enough to find a couple extras, so I do have 5 now, one for a full-size spare, which is great, being that it's an all-wheel drive car. Ended up going with GT radial tires. They were on a sale and had nothing but really good reviews, so I went ahead and got those, and so far I'm impressed. I really like them. They're quiet, sticky, and I'm satisfied.